Hi there, everyone. We're back. I don't know why the video did that. It just does. It stops recording randomly. We're not working in the most professional of studios, so unfortunately, we do have some technical difficulties sometimes. But on the bright side, this is giving us plenty of time for our oil to heat up. As I was mentioning earlier, we used a little over 3/4 cup of oil. Not a full cup of oil, of canola oil, but almost a full cup. So now what we're going to do is we're going to chop up our head of garlic, nice and long ways. You don't have to get it super small, but this is for our soup base, so I wouldn't be crazy about it. But if you just get it super small, it's good. Just cut it long. If you don't have to get it super small, just cut it long ways, like so. Also, make sure you don't cut yourself with the knife. Well, they might just say, Christopher, I'm just chopping some garlic. I'm going to be okay. You always want to be careful. That's nice and cut up. I hope everyone's week was good. See, I almost cut myself there. We're good. I hope everyone's week was good. I had a good week at school. I hope you had a good week doing whatever you were doing. Using a head of garlic here. Garlic always makes my house smell like Christmas time. I don't know why I associate that smell with Christmas. It's just how it is, so it makes me happy to smell. Again, you don't have to get this super small, but you want to get it just cut long ways. Our wonderful garlic. Make sure this is nice and cut. This is roughly the length of garlic if you want. Some pieces can be bigger, some pieces can be smaller. But I'll just bring it up to the camera to show you what we're doing with the garlic. This is good, so now we can put it in. We heard our oil sizzle a little bit. We put some garlic in it sizzling, so I think it's good. We can just drop it in. Now we want to fry until this garlic is golden brown. You might say, this is kind of crazy. I hear this golden brown thing all the time. And being completely honest with you, I have trouble getting things to be golden brown sometimes, but if you find it sizzling too much, you can lower the heat, something I like to do. Lower the heat on this one, right? Sorry, sometimes the burn just can be a bit confusing. But anyway, we'll just stir this till this golden brown. And this is really just to flavor the oil, giving a nice soup-basedy flavor. We're giving us a nice soup base. Let that go golden brown for a little bit. That's almost done. See how some bits are starting to go golden brown? I mean, you can't really see, but some bits are starting to go golden brown. So now to explain what we have here. We're going to put first we're going to put in our tomato sauce and chicken broth, and then our veggies. We'll wait till our garlic is golden brown. I just want to clarify something earlier about our pot with the when I mentioned a dirty mark, it's not really a dirty mark as in if there's dirt. It's a cooking mark. So while the mark is brown, it's just a singe mark, more of. And we use it to measure some things. So that's how I knew how much water to put in. So now our garlic is starting to look beautiful and golden brown. I can never get that with chicken, but I mean, I guess here we go with golden brown garlic. Okay, so now we're gonna put in our chicken broth. So we have our chicken broth right here. A little left over when we made the actual chicken itself. So in this goes. Now my family likes a thicker chicken broth, so we like to put in a little less. But if you want to use an extra one, you're more than welcome to. Open up another one. In this goes. A lot of juicy chicken broth go out. Whoop. See, we almost had a little spillage there. I always find a way to get something dirty. I remember when I was making pork cutlets. My mom was not going to accept me making pork cutlets without foil all over this covering, so I didn't get everything dirty. She does that with chicken cutlets, and actually does keep everything relatively neat. Oh boy. Should get everything out of there. That's one down. Now I gotta do 2 more of those. Now you might be saying, Christopher, you're using a lot of this chicken broth. What I would say to you is that this is a meal that's going to be feeding a lot of people. So it's well-used chicken broth. My family also likes to use less chicken broth than a lot of people do. We like a thicker, more tomato-based tomato soup. But you can use however much chicken broth you like in this, or to get whatever consistency you want. It's really up to your judgment. There's a lot of freedom here. Now, unfortunately, there is no cooking mark on this to determine how much liquid should go in, so I'm kind of on my own here. That's okay. We'll make do. So judging, I put in 3 of these cartons. I'm not going to put any more in just yet. Now we're going to put in the tomatoes. Bloop. One of these in. There we go. That's tomato, nice and tomatoey. I still managed to get tomatoes somewhere that's not in the pot. We're still recording, so that's nice. Now, you remember that method I used last time about making the putting water from the sink into the tomato paste cannon? We're gonna do that, but with very little water this time to get the remnants out. So we do swish, 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 swish. I'm not sure if you're able to see effectively, but you're not really gonna need that much water. Swish, 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 and then in this goes. Now we're gonna do the same for the other one. See how we still have a little remnant. See how we see. Well, sorry, I can't talk. See how we have still a little remnant of tomato sauce in there, and yet nice. This is a live action view right here of the inside of the used tomato sauce can. We still have a good amount in there. Not really that much, but still a really usable amount. So we'll get a little water. Literally only like a second under the sink. Swish, 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 swish. And then it goes. See, there we go. Look, we have a beautiful soup right now going. Stir, 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 stir. Your golden brown garlic, your chicken, and your tomato sauce. In this goes. It's starting to look really yummy. And really thick, too. It's like a whirlpool. A lot of resistance in here. There we go. We're getting that nice tomato soup color, which is really nice with grilled cheese. That's a classic combo right there. Tomato soup and grilled cheese. No, tomato sauce. Tomato soup is a lot thicker. So now we're going to look at our mixed veggies. We like to use frozen vegetables in our soup rather than fresh ones because frozen vegetables we don't need to pre-cook or cook in the soup. If you do choose to use fresh vegetables, that's going to take you 6 to 7 hours of cooking if you do not pre-cook them. So if you do really want to use fresh vegetables, we recommend you pre-cook them to your liking earlier, so you don't have to do a lot of extra cooking on the part of the vegetables. We like to do this because it's a lot shorter. And in addition to that, we like to add in a bag of corn. So while we have 2 of these mixed vegetable bags here, we have 1 extra bag of corn. So we have 3 bags altogether. In this goes. Look at all these beautiful veggies making our soup nice and healthy. And the next bag of mixed veggies goes. Something else my family really likes to do with this. Something else my family really likes to do with this. I can't talk and cook at the same time apparently. Is we like to have this with meatballs, and it goes well with the pasta that we make. I remember having this with meatballs. It was really nice. Not the meatballs in the soup, but the meatballs on the side with this, and I really liked it a lot. There we go. See, we didn't actually get the bag in the soup at this time. We used 3 of the bags. Oh, we actually have. Sorry, I misspoke. We have a little extra bag of mixed veggies in there, so we can use them. I'm blind. That's okay. It was just a happy accident. I remember one time I was trying to make fish and chips, and there was this incident with the oil, where I didn't see the things in the oil, and my dad and I actually thought the oil had to smoke and sizzle and bubble, but without anything inside. So we actually cooked the oil to unsafe temperatures. That wasn't really the sharpest tool in the shed move, but you learn. I have so many memories with this pot. It's wonderful. So we stir. Looks beautiful. Now we want to actually look at our beautiful chicken that's cooled down. This isn't really hot to touch now. It's beautiful. We want to do something with it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take our knife and we're going to cut the chicken into longer strips. And fortunately, we're still recording, which is good. It's not frozen. It's moving. We're good. Doesn't look like we'll hopefully not have any technical difficulties for a while. So now I'll get a fork and start cutting. Almost dropped the knife. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our chicken and start cutting long ways. You don't have to have super short or long strips. We're not making them into cubes, although I ironically just cubed it there by accident. We just want to cut into nice strips. My family really likes the shredded chicken texture, but if you want to do cubes, you can do that. Again, you don't want huge pieces of chicken, but you don't want small pieces of chicken either. You want to be generous with the chicken. When I meant with the comment about the meatballs earlier, how the soup would go with that, we had these leftover. I distinctly remember we had these leftover meatballs one night. We didn't make fresh meatballs, and we just had them with the soup as part of dinner, and they were really good. So it's not like you make meatballs with this. They were just leftovers that we had that were really nice. See how we're getting that shredded chicken consistency as I cut. Again, I'm trying to get it in the camera so that you can see it. There we go, it's right there. No, it's not there. Sorry, so I'm getting used to everything being inverted. Right here. There we go, that's a shredded chicken you want. Beautiful. I love doing this. Nice and cut. What's your... Something really amazing to me is how many things you could do with chicken. Is that we really have so many things we can do with it. You can make fried chicken. You could make grilled chicken. There are dishes you can make chicken kebabs. So many things you can do. But what better way to use chicken than in this nice healthy soup? I'm having a lot of fun working with you guys today. I hope you enjoy making this soup. We're getting that nice shredded chicken consistency. We still have a little while to go before we get it. If you want, you can use. If you want, you can do this in the cutting board. I'm just doing it in the plate because we have it here. It's going to be taking a little while, so we can just move the chicken over. It's fine. So we'll just take the chicken here, move it over into the cutting board, and then continue cutting away. Although the chicken might seem a little tough at first, it's going to get really nice and soft in the soup. It doesn't have to cook for 7 hours because you used frozen veggies. So again, if you want to use unfrozen or fresh veggies, what you can do is you can pre-cook them to your liking before, so the soup doesn't have to cook for hours. It's our last chicken we have here. We're going to put this all in. So now that our chicken's nice and cut, if you want, you can cut some of the pieces a little smaller, as I will. If you want to cut them too small, I'll just cut a little smaller so that you don't have two huge bites. But you don't have to cube it. So I think this is good as it is, and then we're gonna pour it all nice and in. Just check we're still filming. We are still filming. Wonderful. In we go with the chicken. We want to be gentle with this. Nice and gentle. And even if you do make a mistake, it's just a happy accident. So don't feel too bad about it. There we go. So for now, we're going to stir it a little bit. Nice and beautiful thick tomato soup we've got here. It should be nice and gentle. I stirred things very vigorously sometimes, and they've come out and it just splatters everywhere. It's not good at all. So for now, we're going to pause for now. For now, we're going to pause as we let our soup cook, and then in the next video, we're going to be making our pasta. Thank you so much for watching the second part, everyone, and stay tuned.